pretty different.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, placing points going to be starting picking up around 25th right there. And like you already mentioned, very, very familiar. We've seen this before. Matches our FNCS vibes. Each elimination is going to be worth 4 points. But actually securing any of these points at an in-person land that you had to qualify for, it's going to be so
There we
much
go.
harder.
No, it's a completely different
Oh.
element. It's about 60
There we go.
eliminations to be the equivalent of the points you get from a victory royale. But doing that in this lobby with the best of the best all around the world, it is going to be incredible.
This is some good
Dude,
content.
and let's
Let's
jump in,
get
right?
into it.
Even take a look at some of the names. So remember, this is the upper bracket. Stacked is an understatement. Look at some of these names.
God.
I mean, guys,
Big
he's in for some
Mali.
prime Fortnite. As you
This
can
is the
look at
upper
lobby that's
bracket.
right there, right? You're going to be seeing a bunch
Where's
of names
Pete?
that everybody is going to be familiar
Where-
with.
where's
That's because the
Pete?
qualification process for
Where-
them, it is absolutely stacked.
Where's
I
Pete?
mean, take a look at the regions right over on EU. You had to get top 20 NAC. You had to get top 13. Brazil, you had to get top 5. And then all
Where's
other
Pete?
four
Okay,
regions, you had to
you
get
don't
top
know.
3. So when you take a look at a lobby list like this,
It's in the.
they all got to be
It's
feeling
like
pretty
in 30
confident
minutes.
because they
Hold on,
just
chat.
did well in their regional FNCS.
100%. I mean, there's over 25 different nationalities competing here today, but going from your home region to an international stage, we have the best of the best from all the regions competing in the same place. I mean, this is the upper bracket. This is where we're going to get a taste of the competition.
This just looks like Global's light, right? A preview of what that could be like. But obviously, being here in person means we also get to be around the players, get their thoughts and insights. Frankie is standing by right now with Alex and Reckless.
Thank you so much. I feel like you are an icon of the Oceania
Power
Fortnite scene
Alex.
right now, Alex. What's it like to be back on LAN again?
I'm excited, honestly. I'm excited to represent OC again.
Power
Hopefully
Alex.
come home with a good placement.
You always lead in eliminations in your region, it feels like. Are you going to be that aggressive now you're in an international LAN?
Of course.
Really? Because I was speaking to Gerald, one of the other Australian players, and he was saying that he thinks you're going to play scared.
Why do I play scared? I've been here like so many times before. I got AFNTS wins. No reason to be scared, to be honest.
I'm gonna watch
There
the
is
whole
no
thing,
reason
by
to
the
be
way.
scared. I like that very much. Reckless, this is your first LAN. How are you feeling?
There's no nerves. I'm playing with the best player in the world, so
But why did it take so long for you guys to play together?
you should ask him that. I've been asking him to play.
Okay, then Alex.
Honestly, we played a tournament ages ago. We won the tournament. I always knew Reckless was good. And just stuff didn't align until the start of this year. And I needed someone to play with. I was like, why not get the best IGL in the world? You know what I'm saying?
Is the stuff not aligned because you retired for 2 years?
And yeah.
What brought you back?
Polo, you see Polo in the back.
I just missed the feeling of winning.
And now you've got the feeling of winning with Alex. We are gonna at LAN. We're gonna feel that at LAN, but you've got to achieve it first, boys. There's 3 days of competition to go before we can declare you the winner. So we're gonna head back to the desk.
I love getting the.
I wasn't
to be
consistent.
around these players,
I'm not
right? Get their
consistent,
thoughts,
chat.
their insights, Reckless. Sending some shots
I
out.
was
It's all good, all for the love of the
not
game.
streaming
But that was one of
yesterday
your recent
because I had some
champions
issues
out
with
of Major
YouTube.
number 1. So what
They
better
said you
place
can't
to start,
post
especially when
age
we kind of get together on a
verification,
single
and
battle
I
bus.
BS like
We gotta
that.
check with our champs, right?
But now I
Other person gonna be all to do is that we're gonna be keeping a spotlight on throughout the weekend. Because think about the meta right now. Our meta
7
was
clicks,
just
you know.
simply a month ago. So all of these
But it's
winners
not
of their
locked
regional
in.
championships, they gotta be feeling pretty confident coming into this
And it
league.
was
And they gotta be feeling pretty comfortable
big
as well. Or
Victor.
are they gonna be feeling comfortable, right? When you take a look
Power
at the duo like
Alex.
Alex and Reckless, they won their
Ooh,
regional
I
FNCS with
like
Sandy
the
Strip.
neon.
But they're actually opting to go ahead and switch that up, which I actually do kind of like because they're going for an uncontested split chop, which is just to the south of Sandy Strip.
Let's see if-
So they're going to be landing in an area that
Let's
they
see
are
if clicks
familiar
and
with. A
Puyo
little bit of a change there, but they had a month to prepare. I'm sure they're feeling
will
good.
contest
If we look at Alex's previous performance
let's see if
in
Clips will
international events
contest
this
P and
caliber,
Puyo.
we've got 49th, 45th, the best one being 24th. So Reckless was saying, what took you so long to pick me up? Well, maybe now's the time. They stopped going to the best POI on the map and being contested. Now, not as good as a POI, but uncontested. So will that be the difference they needed to get a top placement?
That's so interesting, right? Because, like, obviously, when you're in your own region, you're kind of running that region or making big moves or considered a tier 1, you're thinking, like, hey, if I claim something, that's mine. But now you're going to go, hold on a minute, there's all these other regions that may want to contest that as
Well done
well.
that Modern Warfare after this FNCS.
Yeah, it definitely shakes things up, of course, which is why, securing your drop spot at a land like this is just so difficult because so many regions kind of come together and want those strong, powerful spots. But being uncontested, we've seen it before.
In 49 minutes
it is
shot.
such a big advantage.
It definitely is. And speaking about uncontested, moving on to the Brazil region, Gone and Knight. I love this duo. Look, talk about chemistry. They've been playing together for over 3 years. In the 2024 Duo Global Championship, Gone actually had to play with a backup player, got 17th with Quanti, unable to secure a major finals win. 2 second places, 1 third, but now this season, they got that championship title they were looking for, and now finally they'll be able to compete together on a global stage.
Don't you just love how different it is from duo to duo? I mean, we're just talking about Alex and Reckless, how they're kind of figuring things out. They're like, oh yeah, we're a new duo coming into this year, but then you have another duo like this who I really, really like the approach that they've been together for 3 years, so they're going to be feeling comfortable in terms of who's going to be in the server with them, but maybe a little bit less comfortable in the early game because, again, these smaller regions are all kind of going to be doing the same thing, moving away from their POIs that they won those FNCS.
Who do you think will win the first game? Game 1.
Gone tonight. They're going to be leaving Battlewood. They're going to be going to a split shop that's on the southeast side of the map. We'll have to see how they do.
Yeah, look, I just know there's going to be a lot of surprises today.
Okay. Well, guess what? Frank is
No.
standing by with the duo right now.
Ooh, I think I should do Twitch, should
Thank
I?
you so much, guys. Also, big thanks
Twitch,
to
I
Ricardo
think
for
Twitch,
translating
because just
for
the
the
way-
boys from Brazil.
Twitch.
First of all, Gon, what's it like to play Fortnite in Brazil right now?
Jogar no Brasil pra mim é
What's it like to play Fortnite in Brazil at the moment? What's the meta?
o meta no Brasil ele é muito mais agressivo do que aqui fora. Aqui fora parece que todo mundo joga mais na
We did not know what you're saying, bro.
concentrado e a gente é mais agressivo, a gente gosta de ser mais agressivo.
So in Brazil, our meta is way more aggressive. Here, the players are more mental, like they play slower. They like to shot the calls.
Oh.
That's the main difference.
Does that mean that you need to slow
This
down
guy
as
will.
well?
I don't think so. Oh, sorry. eu acho que não, porque isso pra mim é o meu estilo de jogo, ser mais
I think I
agressivo.
have very good play style, and I think you can pull it off on this stage.
Obrigada. Knight, this is your first LAN. We unfortunately didn't get to see you play together back in 2024.
Oh, no.
So what's it like to finally be here in Düsseldorf?
É a sua primeira LAN. Como é que você está sentindo estar aqui na Alemanha?
Eu tô me sentindo muito feliz e muito realizado pela primeira vez conseguindo jogar aqui, né? Da última não consegui o Visa. E tô muito feliz de estar aqui com o Gon, principalmente. E é isso.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to be here with Gong. I got my visa this time, and I'm just looking forward.
Well, good luck, guys.
Let's
We're gonna
go.
to the desk.
Takada, I'm excited, right? If Brazil, they say to themselves, they like to get a little more active. They like to take the fight to other players, but this LAN setting might be a tiny bit different.
Look, the good news for Gone and Knight is above them, there's 6 duos contesting each other. Not the same spot, but basically from how close they are to each other, so they will definitely have the opportunity to play aggressive.
All right. Oh, go ahead. Oh, sorry. I got excited. I jumped ahead. I was like, hold on. We also got to check in all these other regions, Middle East, Asia, FKS, and Hero out of Middle East, bringing it back here to a LAN state. What can we expect from them? So some pretty late developments around this duo, actually, because I was taking a look at where they're going to be landed coming into the competition. And again, one of those smaller regions who are opting to kind of leave Frigid Fortress where they won their FNCS from. And they were going northwest of the map to a split shop where they did have that uncontested. But again,
Bro, what are two uncles doing?
actually have them going to a split shop that is just
Bro, they look like unks, man.
so again, one of these smaller region duos who are getting a split shop that's not
Like,
necessarily the main POI, but very, very
I
close.
haven't eat FNCS titles. 45.
Familiar with the area. They're going to know how to play it out, and they're going to be.
Oh, they've been playing since day one. I just know that.
Champions, they swap spots with Dimish and Darm. It's a great drop spot, and they're uncontested. A lot of.
Not gonna lie, I'll stream on Twitch.
Kind of new for an international event of
But
this
then they'll be like,
caliber,
oh,
so
God, you
having
need
the
to do
second most
anything.
FNCS with
Oh,
them
yeah,
and
yeah.
Duo competing today. I'm excited to see what they do.
You know what else I'm excited about? It's got to be Yuma. It's got to be Koyoto. When I think back to this duo, I'll kind of go to the same place.
what kind of new tech might we
Really,
see out of them? Obviously, there's would love to talk about that and their off-spawn situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the fact that Z kind of points it out because I
Kuyuta.
expect to learn something
Yo,
every
actually,
single time that I watch this duo play. So I'll be looking forward
he
to
FNCS
something
titles,
crazy
yeah.
kind of happening this week. Where we're
Twix
gonna be like,
wishes
wait,
he was him.
what? You can do that?
I'd love to see
33
it. I mean, not only
FNCS
that, they're always breaking
finals.
records, making history in the
What?
Major 3. They won 8 out of 12 matches in trios. They even, look, we had some practice games yesterday, and they ended up winning the first match. Now, it was a practice game, but I think they're feeling quite on fire for today.
They
I
feel
feel like that's gonna
confident,
add
chat.
so
They
much
feel
to the
confident.
confidence as well. Again, kind of continuing this trend here with these smaller regions. They're going to be leaving
Come on, chat, be right back.
and opting for a split job that's going to be just to the west of Wonky Land. So it'll be interesting to kind of see how that one plays out for the duo.
Interesting stuff, man. You guys getting me excited. Like I'm trying to contain myself because I love being in this environment with this amazing crowd. We got to keep the conversation going, right? Let's bounce on over to EU, Sky and Scroll. The talk of EU, but what's interesting here is obviously their off-spawn situation. They're splitting with Benno, right? So what might that mean for this?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy. I got to talk about Sky and Scroll for a minute here, and I'm going to use 2 words to kind of describe this duo. The first word that I want to use is dominant. Obviously, we all kind of watched that EU FNCS, and that's exactly what they were. They almost won by 100 points, which is pretty much unheard of in a very, very tough region like that. The second word that I want to use is influential, and the reason why I want to go ahead and use that word is because shout out to a player that we're unfortunately not going to be seeing this weekend, Queasy. He went ahead and tweeted out a couple weeks post Major 1 finals. He was like, wait a minute. All of a sudden, Higher Ground just kind of feels free in this divisional cup. Like what's going on? And then a well-known coach in the region, Raz, went ahead and replied to him. Was like, well, yeah, dude, everybody must have VOD reviewed Sky and Scroll and how dominant they were from the low ground. And now everybody's on the low ground. He was like, dude, try playing low ground right now. It's an absolute mess. So Sky and Scroll played so well in EU Major 1 that they pretty much changed the sentiment for how players are actually playing the game.
They literally changed the game. I mean, over 100 points from second place. They dominated EU. But if we focus back on that early game, I'm curious to how it's going to play out today. They have Curve and Benno directly south of them. And the thing is, what they excelled in the major finals on EU was, you know, we have net surge now, and they just did not take damage. They were so good at not taking damage. They would build up by their drop spot. They would get significantly more damage than they received, and they were just so consistent. So can they keep it on an international stage?
Well, as much as we love talking about them, why don't we talk directly to them? Because Frankie is standing by with them right now.
Why not indeed, Zeke? Scroll. Before this year, you've never placed inside the top 5 of a major, and now you're going into LAN as the favorite. How did you turn this around?
I think we just practiced while everyone was basically sleeping, and then we used it as
How many times or how many hours do you practice a day?
I think around 12 hours can do it right now.
And yet you're also fitting in all your other obligations, family, school, life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible. But you did place 28th at our last Globals in 2025. What do you think held you back there?
I mean, we were like new to the scene. We weren't that experienced, so going into it, we were pretty nervous and we were contested as well. So I think we just did our best back then, and now we're way more experienced.
And one of the interesting thing about you guys, and one of the things I think makes you so strong, is that you've been playing together for years now. Was there ever a point you said, we're not getting the results we need, maybe we need to look elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of times where I dropped Scroll for a short period, tried playing with some other people, but it just didn't better, and we decided to play again and just stick together and improve.
So I want to ask you about the fact that it seems like all the teams have been watching you and reviewing you, and now they want to go for the low ground as well. Does that mean you have to flex now and set a new meta?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just go high ground every game now.
See, I don't know. Can I trust you? Are you thinking the high ground is now king again?
I don't know. We'll see.
We will see. Okay, one quick question, okay? You are going to be dropping at North Battlewood today. Everyone here, all the other players knows that's your domain. But Benno and Curve dropping below you, we know they like to make those sneaky lurk.
What happened? No. No. No.
Plays. Have you got a message for them?
We're ready for it.
Are you? Because, Veno, I think you might have just heard that. You're standing by, right, at the telestrator with 11-2K and Mini Minor?
That's right, from the north side of Battlewood all the way down to south, we are here with multi-regional FNCS champion Veno. There he is. He is here. Now, of course, you guys won from the north side of Battlewood. Now here this weekend, you're landing at the south. Why?
I didn't want to contest them. I'm playing with a controller player, so it's a little hard on land to be able to get the guns. And they have very good drops, to be fair.
Yeah, we saw that in EU, of course, didn't we? I mean, Battlewood Boulevard, a very good drop spot from Sky and Score. We've seen them play it in a very interesting way as well. The way that they actually end up playing this drop spot is really, really important, I think, in terms of the way they actually went and won that FNCS. They sort of based up on one of the hills just outside. We'll have a look right here. One of these hills just up on here. We saw one of them going there, and then, of course, another one looting up in here. Then, of course, going back to that base up on top of that hill and waiting for the storm to come on in, playing a lot more of that storm. So do you think they can play that same way this weekend?
I think they're going to try to also mix up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what their plan is, but can I mark?
Yeah, of course you can.
All right. So in the Grands, they would play this position here. Obviously, one would play main and hide out. But I think one thing about it that I wasn't really a fan of was they played the same way for 3 months straight. Now, if you play the same way for 3 months straight, people are eventually going to find counter strats. And what I felt happened was people didn't counter strat. The same people kept coming and coming, and you kept getting damaged. They kept getting damage along here, along here, along here, and I don't think they should have. If you play the same surge base for 3 months, you really shouldn't be getting damaged. But they won the Grands, so I guess what can I say?
I think that actually is really important as far as how you guys played the spot on NA, right? Because on NA, you know, you spent a lot of the Div Cup sort of running to center, but then when it came to Grands, you decided, yeah, we're just going to fight everybody around us. What was the sort of thought process there as far as the strategy?
I liked running deep. I think it worked really well. But eventually what started happening was he would start counter-strat. So he was surge basing on the gas station in front of us. Rapid was surge basing. You couldn't see it was happening, but I felt that's what was going to happen. I kind of like predicted how Grand was going to play out because Rapid never surge based. You always ran deep.
You guys benefited a lot from a lot of the contested teams around your spot in NA finals, and maybe you could argue the quality of some of those, you know, players in the finals. Do you think you have that same advantage in this lobby?
To be honest, I think LAN is easier than the Grand Finals because you have all these cross-region people come and they're just licks and they're nervous.
Big talk. Very big talk. Thank you so much, Benno, though. Best of luck this weekend. But for now, we're going to go back to the desk.
Bro. Yeah. Zeke just found out land's easier. Land's easier. Only Benno.
Yeah. Well, when you're Venno, you can say that. I guess many people can't quite say that. Shout outs to Venno. Love, again, this kind of environment. We can talk directly to them. We obviously have our ideas and we can kind of put things together, but hearing from him directly, so awesome. Now, another region we wanted to talk about here is champions, Canada and Victory. Canada really said, all right, NAC, this has been a great time. I'm going to go play West and just see how it goes. Oops, I won.
I mean, obviously, his plane ride wasn't as far as Venno's in terms of switching regions here, but Canada, yeah, opting to go ahead and go towards NA West after finding, couldn't really find a duo here on NAC, but I gotta tip my hat to the duo because they talk the talk and they walk the walk. Hey, listen, we can win on NA West very, very easily.
They did it. No, they did it easily, too. They pushed the teams on NA West off of their drop spot at Sandy Strip. They said, that is ours now. Issue is, it's harder to do that on an international stage. They've got players like Chino and Pablo right beside them. This is a duo that won 2 of the practice games, the only duo to win more than 1 practice game yesterday. Some of the best in EU. You also have Mini and Fu dropping close by, and even Cold and Rapid east of them. This is going to be a lot more difficult than some might think.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the way it's kind of panning out, looks like Canada and Victor V might get that west side of Sandy all to themselves and kind of let the other 2 duos just kind of scrap it out. I think that's obviously like a big advantage because you can potentially go ahead and pick on those duos while they're fighting if it ends up panning out. But, Canada, man, we know this guy for the experience. 29 total FNCS finals appearances, has yet to miss one. He's just so good. He has the experience. So if there's going to be anybody on the map that knows how to take advantage of a couple of duos fighting in the surrounding area, it's got to be this guy.
Oh, man. And we've seen him get wins on land before, right? When that happens, we get the big reaction.
I'm just near my bed. I'm just gonna wait until game 1.
Take a picture of him mid-air, and it's going to be the greatest aura moment ever.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see it happen.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, you know what? I'm getting word. Frankie's standing by right now with Kanata.
Not just Canada, Mini Pio as well. And first of all, Canada, you did so well, top 5 at Globals last year. So I'm curious to know why you're landing now at Sandy Strip, because potentially you're going to be triple contested here. Is this going to wreck your chances?
I mean, I'm gonna try my best landing here. The reason why I'm landing here is because I won like out of West landing Sandy. I feel the most confident landing here, and I know that like the entire area around Sandy. So it's like even if I can't play with all the loot and like anything more than like just the left side, I'll still make it work. I'll still make it happen, and I'll still qualify to finals, no problem.
This is like the most focus I've ever heard Canada. So Mini Pio, Canada is saying that he's landed at Sandy Strip before. He knows the area really, really well. He's really confident. But why are you wanting to land there when there are other strong players there?
なんかカナダさんはこのランドマークよく分かってるし、すごく自信があるんですので、あそこに降下するんですが、じゃあどうして同じランドマークに降下してショートファイトしたいですか？
まあ今シーズンずっと降りてて、カナダたちも強いけど、俺らの方が強いですよってことを証明してみせます。
So yeah, we've been landing this same spot the whole season, and obviously, like Canada is a very strong opponent. We understand that, but we're gonna still fight it, contest it, give our best, and probably win.
Do you have to change your approach now that you're on LAN?
今オフ大会に来たんですので、普通より戦略が違うことがあるんですか？
いやそうですね。本番になってのお楽しみで。
Yeah, I'm just enjoying that we're actually right here on this final, the actual tournament.
Mini Pio, we're excited to have you here. Canada, one last thought from you, because you know that Pablo and Chino are the other duo who are going to be landing Sandy Strip. Have you got any words for them?
Pablo and Chino, I mean, if they play their game right, they should easily top 5, I think. But if they're trying to grief us, you know we're gonna grief them right back. So.
All right. Can I ask that the observers, can we just watch Sandy Strip at the start of the first game, please? Let's head back to the desk.
You know, we might just have to, Frankie, and I agree with her. You know, Kanata, normally he comes out, he's big, he's loud, smiles all around. He's got a bit of focus going on right now.
It's a little odd, right? Even Frankie immediately called it out. Where's the energy, man? He's not jumping up and down, screaming. I'm sure we'll kind of see it throughout the weekend for sure. But yeah, cool, calm, and collected. Which I mean, hey, love it.
Absolutely, bro. You know what? And if you've been any kind of tapped in to Fortnite at all, you know the story leading into Summit has been Clicks versus Peterbot. It kind of started with Peterbot kind of being like, all right, Clicks, let me kind of mess around. Let me see what's going on over here. And then he's like, all right, I've had my fun. I'm going to go this way. Then Clicks was like, wait, wait, I'm contesting you now.
Zeke, Fortnite fan, please excuse me for the next 30 seconds. I am taking my unbiased mask off, and I am putting on my biased one as I am from NA. What the heck are we doing, usually speaking, man? Everybody just wants to go head-to-head. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're from NA. Why don't I just go ahead and land on another NA player? With that? But obviously, Clicks.
Peterbot,
we've talked about it all throughout.
Clicks.
Okay,
Dude, yeah, guys, I just kidding. Not because of Clicks. No, definitely.
Go head-to-head immediately off.
No, definitely not Clicks.
Currently say that I do apologize, Fortnite fan, because honestly, I don't think anybody here.
Yo, Puyo has a period mustache,
Clicks
man.
and Higgs, they were talking all of the talk. They were like, dude, we're gonna land on you guys, yada yada yada. And then we got here, and practice games were happening, and conversations were happening, and now it seems like Clicks and Higgs are going back to wonky.
I mean, that's the good news for you, Vivid. You said you didn't want to see it happen. I don't think it's very likely that it will happen. I mean, on the drop map, Peter.
Oh, they're doubting your Clicks. What are you gonna do about it?
Each other, but based on the practice games, Clicks was winning basically all the off spawns in Wonky against Shark and Teeny. So we'll see if they decide to actually commit to the Squibbly, but I think more likely we're probably going to see them at Wonky.
We hope, right, Viv? We hope. That's all we hope for. All right, Frankie is standing by right now with the duo. Frankie, good luck.
Yeah, I think I need it because I've just seen
Clicks and Peter. This is like Ronaldo versus Messi.
with Canada and Mini Pio. Pete, can you explain yourself, please?
That was nuts. That could have been anyone, bro.
Really? I'm not so sure because there's only one Clicks.
You said both of us were fighting. Only one of us were fighting. It was me fighting him.
Oh, well, why are you trying to knock him out the game before you've got into the lobby?
Well, he's actually landing on me.
Is he though? Because it sounds like you're trying to land on him, but no one believes that you're landing on him.
You know, media says a bunch of stuff, but the real truth is I'm 6-0 him today. I'm landing on him, and I'm eliminating him.
No, he's landing on Scully apparently, but he's lying. There's no way he lands.
No way.
He's a good boy. He's gonna go wonky land.
No. No. You did your dirty clicks. Yo, clicks looks like it's gonna touch it.
I can't even be mad. You know what I mean?
But have you beaten him off spawn before?
Yeah, I actually he actually conned me at wonky. I 2v1'd him, and then they left like a good boy.
Yo.
To a bunch of good boys here.
Yo.
He's the good boy. He's the reason. He's gonna get that last low key.
But you don't understand. He actually looks up at me when I talk to him. As you can see, look, he just look up to me. I'm 6'1". He's
This referee cannot be real.
Good boys for me now. Sit, stay. Let's head back to the desk.
Yo.
What is happening? What is happening? Oh, anyway, so
He just got to get the camera. He's just like,
no idea, right? But you know, Zakata, if this is real, if this is
the 10 reps of it, my
looking to contest each other,
I'm not
like,
done
I'm kind of looking at
big
like
kgs.
expectation versus legacy.
Yeah, I was fully convinced Clicks was going to go wonky, but after that, I'm not sure. Now, to answer your question, see, we can look at Peterbot, and if you look just at the placements from Peterbot, they're really not bad at all, but people are like, is he starting his downfall? Like, what's going on? Because if you look at
No way, you said you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Look how it's. Yo. Yo, these guys cannot be real. I'm being so real. These guys cannot be real.
Hoyo. Since then, it's really hard to live up to those expectations, but on the other side, you have Clicks, one of only 5 players competing here today to have qualified both to the 2019 World Cup and here at the Major Summit LAN. So
It's funny, like,
go head to head.
Clicks and like Pete did not like split up.
Obviously, you're kind of talking about the experience on one side, the expectations
Like,
on the other. I'm a little bit worried about the mental side of things, right? I will say that they did look like they were in light spirits, right? It seemed like they were kind of being friendly, obviously, kind of bantering behind the Kanata interview when we did kind of check them out there. But for Clicks, man, it seemed like Major #1 is locked in, right? Him and Higgs just seemed like they wanted one thing and one thing only, and that was to go ahead and win Major 1. But now it kind of seems like there's like some more jokes, right? And maybe that'll help them out. I don't really know, but it seems like a little bit less locked in, which could really actually help them out if you think about it.
Okay, but in a world where this actually goes down, and again, we don't know. We have, I feel like we've just been back and forth. We're like, we come in going, yeah, they're being contested. Then we see
In
the practice,
20
like, wait, they're over there. That's not where you're supposed to be. And now we're getting these testimonials from them directly. If they actually contest each other, how does this go down?
I mean, listen, Pete and Pollo have been regarded as like the best fighters in the world forever, right? They're just known for getting eliminations. Surely they're favored? I don't know.
Look, if that happens, I'm looking at Acorn Bolts, NA's Last Hope, maybe even Cold Rapid. They're going to have to make something happen because with Pete and Clicks going head to head, I don't know how that's going to end up.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Obviously, again, I love hearing from the players. The vibes, the energy here, being on land has been incredible. There's so many things like getting to hang out with these players, hear from them. And we have a bunch of co-streamer booths happening here as well. The crowd is here, guys. The vibes this weekend have just been incredible.
Definitely has it, you know, and I'm really, really happy that you kind of talked about the creators because all those like practice games that Takata has been talking about throughout, right? They were kind of the ones putting all them on. We had a bunch of kind of 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s that were kind of happening throughout the weekend that kind of sparked up some regional, you know, conversation there. So just on the backs of those guys up there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at some of the stuff going on in the practice lounge, turns out Virgo might be the best creative player in the world, just taking out every single region, all the titans. I mean, there's just been so much action, so much excitement, and I'm excited to kick things off here for the upper bracket.
And I mean, for all of the, you know, the fans at home who maybe weren't able to make it out, like, what can you guys give them as, you know, like, you need to be here next time to see.
No, that's not
what has
Puyo.
that been that thing for you?
That's Muyo.
Man, I don't know. It's just the environment, right? Like, I just really, really do love the environment that we get to experience. Like, we get to see, you know, Frank was kind of calling it out, Clicks and Peterbot, quote unquote, fighting in the background. They get to just physically interact and kind of check out what's going on. And it kind of really does seem to the dynamic when you're able to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody rather than just kind of like online or over text or anything like that.
And there's moments like Clicks who gifted a PC to Josh Riley 2 years ago, meeting him in person now. Like, little moments when you get to see these connections from players, competitors, friends, even, you know,
Oh,
enemies.
the antic and Bucky FPS.
This is the only time you get to experience
Bucky isn't good anymore, so now he's doing vlogs. He fell off, just like Asian Jeff. Asian Jeff hasn't even won an FNCS. He quitted.
So, you know, that has something to do with the summit, but, you know, shout outs to them, of course, Ozzy as well, all of our friends who have been here. The spirits are incredibly high. Obviously, we're getting ready
Yeah,
to bring in all of the players.
because without all the antics.
Head on over, meet up with Frank.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's check in with Düsseldorf. How are we feeling? Now, we are going to have 50 jurors take to the stage in just a moment, but this, as Zeke mentioned, is the upper bracket. That means no one goes home after today's competition. The top 25 jurors will go through to Championship Sunday. They'll get an extra day to rest and also practice. And then the bottom 25 jurors will join the teams who qualified through the last chance qualifier. And let's face it, everyone wants to make it through to the grand final today. So please, Düsseldorf, join me in welcoming your team.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. That's starting. It's starting. Vico and Malibuka. Freaking go, man. Vico and Mali. No. Focus in the pants. Bro, no we're doing 6-7 in the Big 26, bro. Now. Ooh, level.
You can't mention visuals without praise. This long-standing duo can add another teammate to that long list.
Let's go. Cringing with W's. Ooh. The Victor V and Canada. Ooh, that guy that looks clean though. Darman Demas. No way you're doing 6-7, bro. Like what? Gyapko and Panzer. Probably gonna be like 50th place, let's be real. Reigns. Reigns. Gold champ. Another 6-7. Oh, at least give us something original. What?
I had to talk to you guys, Vico and Malibuka. To me, it's crazy that you two aren't regarded as some of the favorites in this competition. So much success in Div Cups, 3 FNCS major wins between you. Why are people underestimating you right now, Malibuka?
It's fine. We don't mind that we're like underrated. We just show ourselves in the finals.
Do you think people are going to give you space at Frigid Fortress today?
Frigid Fortress. That's what I generally don't care about them, bro. Let's be honest. We need like big stars, like Click. What's this?
About being nervous. This is you. Do you need a pep talk?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up
No.
today not feeling my best, you know, but since I got my gold right here, my best teammate ever, you know, I'm feeling confident. I talked to my mental coach, Pappy. I talked to my friends, all that. I'm feeling hyped, I'm feeling confident, and I hope I can, you know, not disappoint Düsseldorf.
And you won't disappoint Düsseldorf, and you won't disappoint Austria either. Vico and Malibuka, good luck today.
Yeah.
Let's head over to Leppen.
Let's go.
Thank you very much, Frankie. I'm here with NA West's finest. We got Victor V and Canada in the building. Victor, I feel like we see so many people bigging you up, especially your father. He's your biggest fan. Pops is always saying a lot. Shout out to Pops. But I want to see you big yourself up. What does everybody?
Oh, yo, Canada.
All you guys need to know is that me and Canada, we're just going to dominate today. You know, make it off.
Sorry about that.
Bombs every game,
Sorry
you know,
about that.
That's just how we're moving today.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Of course, Canada. the Osborne situation.
Hold on.
There's been a lot of question marks about it. It looks a bit confusing to people. What's going to happen today from your perspective?
What's going to happen is I personally think me and Pablo are going to qual up or to finals, and the Asia team is sadly not going to qual because they're conning our side. I'm not going to let that slide.
What's going to happen if anyone comes to your side?
I mean, obviously, we're going to eliminate them.
Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Back to you, Frankie.
Thank you very much. I was just chatting to the guys about what I was going to talk to them about. And of course, I've got to talk to you about playing in Germany. Blixie, what's it like to compete in front of a home crowd?
I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling playing in my home country. I'm really hyped and I'm happy to everyone be here.
Absolutely. And chap, I know you're Swiss, but you speak perfect German. Can the German crowd claim you as one of their own this weekend?
I think so, yeah.
So the casters were saying that you didn't have the smoothest
Interesting.
journey to getting to this stage. How hard have you been practicing since you qualified for LAN?
We practice a lot.
No,
And Blixie, you have got so much experience at a LAN like this. What's the key to success?
I mean, I think the biggest key to success is to just play like at home and like not be nervous and yeah, just be confident.
Is it strange playing against your ex-teammates? Like Vico's just over there, Veno's somewhere over there too.
Nah, like I think we're all good vibes, like we like each other and I just hope the best for them.
I hope the best for everyone here, including you two. Good luck, guys. Let's bring up the next duo.
Let's see. Fortnite. Who's it gonna be? Pete? Gotta be Pete, right?
It's Thomas HD and Focus. This duo is a lethal combination of experience and raw talent.
You fell off. Thomas, you fell off. Bro. You kind of look. No success? Okay, just a normal. Good gosh. You know what you're here, right? Ooh.
Looking to prove themselves on the big stage. Coming in on a hot streak, it's LB1 and LB
Say.
of Asia, but now it's time to break through globally.
Who are they?
Hailing from the north, it's Androp
Moscow.
potential of their raw skill.
W's. Okay, you already showed us the cool thing. Who is Acorn and who is Bolt? If there's someone good, I know them. If I don't see Pete, I'm actually gonna leave. So, why did that kind of look like Jarvis's brother? Cool. Is he wearing a... Oh. Swizzy and Pixie, okay. Yo, why?
All right then, focus,
I
Thomas.
don't-
Thomas, it's
fine.
amazing to have you back on LAN. Are you feeling any kind of LAN nerves? Are you feeling confident that you're going to win this one?
I think so. This could be the one.
It could be the one. I know Denmark's behind you. For you, Focus, what's it like knowing that you have such a mechanically skilled duo?
I mean, he's the best aim in the world. I think we're gonna do good, and I'm confident in him.
And Focus, what has Thomas taught you?
Experience. I've learned a lot from him. It's too much to tell.
There's so much to tell. I mean, he has so much experience. Have you learned anything from Focus, Thomas?
Yeah, he's new and upcoming talent. Like, he's so good right now, one of the best players in the world. So, yeah.
Well, let's see how you do as we drop into the first game. Right now, though, we've got to head over to 11-2K with Acorn and Bolts.
Thank you very much, Frankie. Look, I'm here with potentially NA's last hope. Acorn, you're back on this stage. A lot of people had some criticism of your Globals performance last year. People thought you should have done better than you did. Are you feeling the pressure this weekend?
What are diamonds made of? Oh, shoot.
Oh, I know what you're doing there.
But no, in all seriousness, no, I'm not feeling the pressure. You know, it feels like I'm playing at home. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to go.
of course, there's some rumors that you might be contested. Someone might land on your foot. You've been doing this IGN thing for a long time. Are you prepared for that?
Of course, bro. Always.
What's gonna happen if they land on you?
Oh, you're gonna see. 50.
Bolts. It feels like people keep doubting you guys. It feels like you guys fly under the radar. Why do you think that happens, even with how talented you are?
You know, I think they underestimate Acorn. He's really the best IGL in the world. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, and we always show up when it matters. Acorn, he's always IGLing the perfect rotates. Me, I'm always finding the best refreshes, and you know, we always get that win.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. No pressure. I've got this. Frankie, who you got on your side of the stage?
I have got iDrop and I've got Marius. And we had to talk to you guys, obviously. iDrop, first of all, you're being contested by Falco and Minute over at Frigid Fortress today. Have you been practicing your off spawns?
Of course, we practice as much as we can, and we're just very confident going into it.
What's the strongest part of your game right now?
I'd say fighting. Like, we're just crazy at fighting.
Yo, what?
So in other words, you're quite...
It's actually mostly good men and women.
Yeah, of course. Always.
And
W's.
I have to talk to you because, Marius, look at your fans. The gentlemates have turned up. Have you got anything to say to them?
Yeah, I appreciate the love, and I love you too.
Bro, now you're just focusing on.
Difficult journey on the way here. Some inconsistent results in the Div Cup. Does LAN make a difference though? Does it help you even stay consistent knowing you have fans who are supporting you?
Yeah, 100%. It's a big difference because online people, they have a better pickup.
Well, I can't wait to see what you guys do. So please get ready because we're going to get ready on stage for some more duos.
Give me some big juicy ones. Come on. Give me someone good. Give me someone really good, bro. This is like a pack opening. What? Okay, we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance. Okay, Ages and Rituals. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like that. I like that. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh my days, man. What's with these people? Is this the lower bracket or the upper bracket? I'm actually curious now. Okay, Muslim figs, okay? Yeah, okay. That's good. He's good, of course. I know Muz. Excellent curve. W's. Why is curve taller than X? W. Okay. I haven't seen them last ones, yes. Or Pro Am.
They clawed their way to the top of the region, but now it's time to ascend the summit. Coming in high, it's Envy, Tyler, and Chance. The young duo brimming with untapped potential.
I'm waiting.
The next generation.
Where's Pete?
No, you're not dreaming.
The clicks. Clicks. What is he wearing? What is he holding? What is he holding? What are you possibly holding? What is bro possibly holding?
And Ritual, you were one of the most consistent duos in NA Central. Do you think people are sleeping on you coming into this competition?
Maybe because we're contested, but I think that they know we'll pull through in the end and just get ready for a show.
How are you able to stay so consistent even when you're contested?
I think we're really good at playing when we're shambles, and we're able to make it happen whenever.
Now, I know that you've got a bit of a friendly rivalry going on with Rapid and Cold. Does that mean that you potentially might surprise meet up with them at some point during the day?
Nah, I don't think so.
But do you want to see a North American duo come out at top this weekend?
Yeah, I want NA to win no matter what. Hopefully it's us.
Well, it might be you guys, or it might be an Australian NA duo because Levin is with Muslim Things.
Yes, I am. I'm here with two lovely gentlemen who are going to be doing their best today in a potentially uncomfortable situation. I just want to start off with you, Muzz. You're looking good, man.
Thank you.
What's been going on?
I did manage to lose 33 kilos since the last land.
W.
Shout out to
W.
Buzz, man. What a legend.
I'm back.
Sphinx. There's a lot of
Sphinx.
teams landing at Humble Hills. What is the game plan for today?
I mean, bro, the game plan is just to show.
Wait, is Pax even playing it? Or did he even qual? Did he even qual?
Nathan, I don't even know who you are. Never heard of you before this land. Falcons, Gerald. Just go back to OC, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You came out with a bow and
Bro, we don't even know you. We don't even know you.
You guys have been very consistent in NA. Are you worried about any of the potential teams in this lobby? What is the plan after that?
I don't think so. I think our mid games, like, they're sound. I don't think anyone can, like, mess with it, change it. I think we're good to go.
Bro, you're gonna be at least what? We're gonna be at least 10th place. 10th or lower, bro.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's just because recently I've only been performing good in grand finals for like the last 12 months, so that's why for sure.
Are they gonna find out today?
Hopefully.
Let's see it. Frankie, over to you.
I am with Cami and Hari. Cami, does this land feel any different to the lands you've played before?
No, it feels really normal like every time. I think we're gonna do good like always.
And I think you might do good, given the experience you have and the duo you have in Hari. How do you feel like the chemistry is working between you two in game right now?
Yeah, I think it's really good chemistry. I think it's really good.
And you're uncontested at the moment. Is that playing into your game plan? Is that what you prefer, to be somewhere safe as opposed to being somewhere that maybe has the best loot?
I mean, it's always good to be uncontested, so yeah, we'll try to.
Yeah, that's true.
I can imagine you will.
Like I got on con. I really get conned on Artemis,
Into the
man.
lobby and get ready to go, because guys, we've got to bring out more duos.
Yeah, we do. Come on. Pete. 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 Oh, nice. Second. Second second aura. Second W's. Ooh. Who are they? Reeton Cooper. Yeah, Cooper. Nah, that's Squeeze is the one who fell out. Oh, that's a Cooper. Don't know. Alex and Reckless. No! It's FNCS's. Yo, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Nice. Nice. Don't know. Oh, it's like little Timmy's, man. Okay, yes, I know.
The Japan powerhouses Yuma and Toyota are back. They're looking to take on the international stage once more. What Jordan Fortnite is all about.
We have got a player here who is currently regarded as one of the best in the world, and he's also one of the youngest here. Shark, do you mind turning around for me so everyone can hear and see you answering this question? Because you actually reached out to Teeny last year to play with him, is that right?
Yeah.
And why was it Teeny you wanted to play with?
Bro, people are already doing edit quizzes in the background.
I just like the playstyle with his playing.
And you used to watch him before you went pro?
Yeah.
Teeny, what was your reaction when Shark, I guess an up-and-coming player at the time, reached out to you and said he wanted you as his duo?
I mean, I was looking for duo at that time, so yeah, it was great.
And did it surprise you how well it worked?
Not really.
Not really. So tell me about Wonky Land today. We think that Clicks might be landing on you. What are you going to do if he does?
Just eliminate him.
Just eliminate him. It's as simple as that, I think, Levin.
Sometimes it really is that simple, Frankie. Look, I'm here with Cooper and Reek and boys. It's not the best of situations to be in, right? You're fighting off spawn against, two of the best players in NA. What is the plan today, Reek, against those guys?
Honestly, it just depends how it goes. See what happens off spawn. Recently we've been splinted in some tournaments leading up to this, and I guess we'll just play it by ear. If we get some good loot, might run them down. If not, we'll see what happens.
If you do split it, but the games ain't going how you want them to go, is there a chance you just stop splitting it?
Oh yeah, if we're doing bad and they're doing good, there's zero chance of letting them qualify. Come on.
I like the thought process. Cooper, you know what it means to win on a stage like this. You've done it before a couple years back. What's changed about you as a player? Where have you gotten better over the years that helps you today?
I mean, I've gained a lot more confidence since then, for sure. I've struggled with consistency. It's my first time being contested on LAN. I'm going in here with nothing to lose, so I'm gonna let everything out and I'm gonna do the best we can.
Reek sort of said it. You guys have been fighting them a lot, so you've had a lot of practice against them. What do you think their weakness is?
I think their weaknesses, they're just trying to split it too much. Like, I feel like we're just gonna get our games griefed if we just keep splitting it, so I hope they bring the fight to us because we're ready for it.
Sign of that. Look, Frankie, I know you've got some Great Danes on your stage. What do they have to say?
I do have Great Danes. We've got Pablo and Chino. And boys, you are one of the favorites in this competition.
No, you're not.
Exploded in
Why is she lying?
There were some questions at the start of the season. So how did you
Like,
up your
bro,
game?
it's P and clicks. That's the most hyped thing.
And yeah, just don't give up. Just try to fix all the mistakes.
And it looks like you've done that really well. However, it's going to be difficult today at Sandy Strip because you've got Canada and Mini PO's duos also landing near you. What's the plan?
There's not really a plan. We're just gonna do whatever comes to mind, and we're gonna dominate this.
Pablo, people are saying that Chino is the top 3 clutcher in the world. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What about yourself?
I'm also up there.
You're also up there.
No.
Maybe 2, maybe 3. We know that these guys have
Bro, so sad how Boogazy in this FNCS, He got banned. We wanted to restart it, okay? Restart FNCS. The game's dead. Sky and Scroll. The road to the trophy list starts today. Is crazy. Nice. But they're not. Bro, why did that look like Never mind. What in the hand signs is this? What? We finally, bro, finally beat about 6 to the 6 to the 6 chocolate cakes. Yeah, one's pretty cold and rapid. Yo, he's bro. Cold just has that aura, man. No reason. Bro, no way you came out with your reason 1v1. That's crazy. No way bro came out with the reason 1v1 map, man.
With me from the Middle East, our #1 representatives, we have
I'm gone.
and we have Hero. And this is your 5th FNCS LAN FK. I think that makes you the most successful Middle East player in Fortnite history. What's it like to be back?
I'm so excited to be here, and I hope that I can win the tournament.
Do you think that this is the best we're going to see a Middle Eastern team do today?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Do you think this is the best we're going to see an ME team place this weekend in a LAN?
Of course, we're ready.
I think you are. And Hero, we know that the skill gap is now closing because normally you guys win by hundreds of points in your region. This time, though, you had some competition, but that's a good thing, right? Because it means you get to practice more.
Yeah, Middle East is improving, and we're ready to compete against the world and be in the top of the world.
I can't wait to see you try. Okay, now, Germany, I think Levin has got a treat for you.
We got the fan favorites. Everybody make some noise for Noah. Boy, oh boy, Noah. There are a lot of players on this stage who grew up watching you, trying to be like you. Does that influence you have? What does it prove? What does it show? What does it mean to you today?
I mean, it just makes me happy. I mean, we're both old, but we still got it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Reason. Everybody's supporting you out here, man. I saw someone who had a sign of your face somewhere out there. We got people representing you all over the building. What does it mean to have the fans here in full support of you?
It honestly means everything. It was always a dream of mine, and I think every of the players here as well. So I thank you all.
Of course, you have a lot to do today in game. How do you stay ready? How do you stay prepared to be at your very best?
I mean, first of all, we prepped a lot, but of course, I played the reason one on Build Fight Map a lot.
Okay,
So
you're
make
just
sure you
please
check
you.
that out, and yeah, that's how we prep.
W promotion, I guess.
Noah, you're playing with someone who you played with a lot. Do you feel like that experience you guys are playing with each other over the years?
Yeah, because we played the Wii the 1v1.
So, like, we always just find each other in endgame and
You're not going to glaze the 1v1.
Incredibly well. I'm not gonna lie though, guys.
Yo, and then if you would just go like, because I played the Wii the 1v1 map, duh. Cold and rapid. 2 or.
All the walkouts. Can you just replicate that for me, please? Oh, yeah, and that's how you're feeling right now, right? Super chill?
I feel amazing. I'm ready to, take down the competition, show you guys what I do.
Even though you're contested?
Of course, those guys are horrible. You guys are gonna see.
Okay, we're definitely going to have to keep an
You're
eye
going
on
to get at
the
least
field.
5th place right there.
People are saying that this man, he doesn't practice, but that's not true, right?
No, that's not true. He plays a lot.
So what have you been working on the most going into this, man?
Wait, say that again?
What have you been working on the most going into this competition?
Definitely our end game and our chemistry.
And what was up with the end game?
We just weren't staying together, but now we fixed it.
Okay, so there's not going to be any solo clutching. You're always going to be the 2 in the 2v1 situation, Cold.
Yes, sir.
And who is your biggest competition here on LAN before I let you go? Who have you got your eyes on?
Nobody.
Keep your eyes on these 2 desks.
I mean, Fortnite fam, how can you not be hyped seeing this? I mean, all these players come out. This is the upper bracket. This is so insane. I mean, you heard duos coming out, getting the reactions from the fans.
God, why do they play like on this? No, like I need a cam, like the base cam, like to just record the.
Feels like there's one thing that's super important. It's having a game plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And it feels like everybody up there on the stage has a game plan because we kind of talked about the qualification process for this LAN. We talked about how everybody had to place well to get here. And I feel like it's kind of showing in all of those interviews. Like, it's just confidence after confidence after confidence. But speaking of game plans, man, yeah, it definitely does kind of change when you do change up the format, right? We have a 3-day format, but the lobby is never going to look the same in each and every single one of these days. So I feel like in terms of preparation, right, day 1 duos are going to be feeling so good because they have to just straight up prepare for whatever lobby they have set forth in front of them, where we can't really see those, day 2 duos kind of pop up, right? If we take a look at how Veno and Curve actually won their FNCS on the NAC region, dude, they were 10 going into day number 2, and then they ended up winning, right? But that's on the back of Veno just doing all of that preparation in between, but you don't have the
I said someone's gonna rage and break that camera beside them.
Because at the same time, you have duos already in the lower bracket just waiting to see who their 25 competitors are going to be. As a reminder, the top 25 do go to Sunday, but the bottom 25 play again tomorrow. There's already kind of drop maps getting formed, ideas of where duos might be dropping, but it all depends on how today plays out.
Absolutely, and of course, so many other duos that we're seeing. I mean, Janice is looking fantastic, and I mean, you guys heard him for a moment.
What is he doing?
Lev got to talk to him. Noah, Reason, there is
No way, bro has the.
being in this environment. I can't wait.
It's definitely gonna be cool.
Why does bro have a map?
Quick little peek right there, the preparation.
Where did he possibly get the map?
All of the players kind of setting up their setups
What?
earlier on, making sure that they had their drop maps prepared for that. Obviously, it just kind of speaks to how important, how
No,
vital
who
they
gave
can
them the
play,
drop map?
the all spawn situation,
Who
how
does?
they need to feel
Oh.
comfortable that they are going to land first and have a big advantage because
Oh, they
these
have all
players
of them
are
have a
kind of
drop map.
allotted one single piece of
What?
player
What is
use to
that?
kind of
Is that
bring them
cookie?
on stage, and almost every single one of them, it feels like they dedicated it to the other game.
Yeah, they have the drop map. They have it right in front of them. The thing I'm thinking,
Bro, why is we clicks
but
on
you don't
a
wanna wreck
reason?
your strats in a practice match when the real deal is happening tomorrow. So now today, I'm curious to see
Upper bracket.
how these kind of game plans unfold. Will we actually see Clicks contest Peterbot? Will we see Sky Scroll to the same strat? Only time will tell.
Well, time it is, because guess what, Fortnite fam? It is that time.
Finally.
Everyone is ready, so let's kick it on over to the casters. It's Jacob PR and the best taco.
Freaking go. Game 1. Starting. Game flipping 1.
Just like that, Dusseldorf,
Dusseldorf.
first opportunity to really gather what is actually going to pan out here across the minimap. Jacob, we've heard so many rumors, we've seen so many shakeups, and yet here today, it's time to figure it all out.
Yeah, for months you've heard Clicks and Higgs,
Shark.
the rivalry for so long. They said, no, we're going over towards Scribbly Shores. Clicks is claiming, hey, we've had enough of going against Peterbot and Poyo on their terms. Now it is our terms. It's now going to be under their own conditions. But we've also seen, we heard our analysts talk about it as well. In some of those practice games, Clicks and Higgs actually went back to Wonky Land, and we're seeing it again. Clicks and Higgs.
Oh my. He just lied. Wow. Wow. I knew it. Wow, Clicks. Shame on you, bro. Huh? What are they doing?
And that is why they've already been sure to prepare for it. Darman Devish as well, just off in the distance over towards Toy Box Stocks. It's going to get very rocky very soon for some of these teams.
Yeah, and you can already see Shark and Teeny, Clicks and Higgs.
Chris is already healed. Oh, they have the bad landing.
Right out of the gates. They're pushing on over to the north side of Wonky, taking that loop, and eventually will fall back, but there's contested fights all over here in game 1. Sandy Strip, another one in the feed. I did see Mini Prio go down. It wasn't Chino, wasn't Havoc here with Pablo Wingoose. You gotta imagine, where else did they drop? Because they're not in the mini-map.
But Chino and Pablo, though, they don't seem to really be all that minding of it. They're more than content to just keep gathering whatever they can find here at Sandy Strip. They know that there's bound to be a bit of a clash eventually with Victor V and Kanata, but it's no real surprise to see that everywhere else it's not so sweet. Chap trying to escape over by New Sanctuary.
Oh yeah, he ain't him before.
He's already been knocked, so now
Twist and Acorn. Twist Acorn. Ready. And them the one. Okay.
On top of the mountain, he did get it down onto Romero.
Oh my.
You can see him battling in another 2v1 situation. He wins the fight. That wasn't just enough.
My 2v1. No. Focus on this, bro. This is way more important. You absolute liar. He's an absolute liar, chap. I thought you were man there. Bro, you're such a troll. Higgs and Clicks. Shark and Teeny. No way.
They've snipped out this little bit of a lurk opportunity here. Shark gonna make sure to try and
Higgs
the distance.
or Teeny.
Ensure that he can back up Teeny if necessary. Overdrive grenade just to get a little bit of the movement effects here, but they've still yet to really tango. And Shark trying to push Higgs back. Clicks a little bit separated, but he's still got the high ground leverage.
Yeah, Shark.
Oh, he's gonna lose this 2v1.
Very quickly. You can even see
He's gonna lose this 2v1.
But there's a little bit of an advantage here for Clicks and Higgs.
Listen, cold. Who's cold? Just eliminate someone, okay? Doesn't matter.
Will they
Come on.
split it? Where will Clicks and Higgs
No
go?
way.
They're going back to Wonky Land, and they're hoping to wipe out Shark and Teeny. And right now, down below, Shark and Teeny relatively healthy, but a couple of missing item slots and really low on materials.
And you
Oh
just
my.
know that this is more than just a drop spot.
Yo,
on
this
the
is
line here, Jacob.
Teeny's place.
Going to strike first and
That's
win with your
ooh, W.
pride. Clicks, Higgs, they're not
This
going
is
to fall under
Teeny's
pressure.
Teeny land.
They knew that this was going to likely be taking place here today.
Teen Sharkland chat. This guy becomes Sharkland. Just watch. He's gonna own him. He's gonna win. He's so separated. Bro, oh no. Why are they far away? That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
You probably know them just a little bit more than I do, but I just remember a few years ago, these guys just kind of showing up on the map, the top of the leaderboard. People didn't believe in them, but man, has every tune changed this weekend.
We'll get a chance to check back in with them shortly because right
Yo.
now it's all about what Cole's been cooking, and right now
Oopsie.
Video on the ropes. Cole going to immediately
My bad.
take over. Just fully boxes him up and finds that first elimination here. Really trying to get some momentum building.
W's.
He said it himself in that pre-game interview, Jacob.
Falcon Puyo. Yo, how did they already get the mythic?
Oh, but wait a minute. We heard the talk. Are you going to contest us? We figured out as the game's going on. No.
Falcon Puyo and Peter.
And Pollo are slowly
There are 3 people on them.
towards the north. We've
Huh?
seen this in divisional cups. They're looking for eliminations here, and they did get that mythic AR. So
Peter Ball.
going to be able to shred through these materials. They already got a knock and elimination onto Toyota as well, which is why you see Yuma by himself in this situation.
Yeah, poor Yuma. He's just hoping that.
What? What? Peter, what are you doing? He's selling. Puyo, you're selling. I'm selling. Come on, bro. Come on, Pete. Pete. Nah, Pete sold. He sold. It's his fault.
Yeah, the only saving grace
What?
now is multiple teams look at
Nah.
and fourth party in this situation. So the two solos, Yuma and Pollo, have a little bit of an opportunity to try to escape. But what they're waiting for here is for the two duos to actually start to fight it out. Until that happens, Taco, they really have little
No way.
because if they try to move out too early, either one of those duos will
Bro.
come out of the solo and try to play aggressive.
All I can think about is what took place at Globals, Jacob. When we saw Peterbot in that game 1, he made the aggressive effort against Victor V, got put down, and it definitely made a serious impact for the rest of those matches. Will that happen here today?
No way, Pete. Come on. How did he sell that?
Huge shout out to Asia Yuma. That is not an easy elimination there. That's not an easy player to take down, especially when you had already lost Toyota. You're by yourself, back up against the wall. If Yuma went down, he's spending 20 or so minutes watching his screen trying to figure out what happened. But big boys make big boy plays, and Yuma is looking to stay alive.
Tourism. Plus Acorn.
Definitely a bit of a 180 from some of the action taking place. A little bit
Plus Acorn.
where Acorn and Bolts are at, but Acorn
Nah, there. Come on, Pete. Why?
to see what exactly has been stratting out, because every single one of these teams here today has just been anticipating some kind of
Have a
nobody feels safe,
pixie.
nobody feels secure in their original strategies. You've got
Vitality
the
Swizzy.
counter strat, and now we get to see it all come to fruition.
Now looking at Swizzy and Pixie. An interesting moment coming into this. Pixie, knowing he has a global champion by his side in Swizzy. When it comes to Dark Dominion,
No way.
you don't see too many, when it's uncontested, players leave Dark Dominion early. They build this surge base here. Swizzy's going to be responsible for a lot of their early
What was that?
damage. Meanwhile, Pixie, he's farming up extra materials, extra heals, so that way if they have to overstay their welcome in the zone, it's not a worry.
Pollo, though, definitely a little bit more concerned currently. Trying to see if he can make a play.
He sold.
Is anybody close enough to
There are 39 FNCS champions in the song. It's having 40 clicks at it.
I think that's where B is really going to have to reconsider when to hit
You gotta lock in, bro.
isolation. You put Yuma into a position where it should realistically just be a clean wipeout, but that's just not going to be the case. Nothing here is guaranteed. All of these teams had to fight their way to this competition.
Yeah, and it seems like it's not
Come on. Midwest and Midwest and I got 10. I wish I had that cheer, not gonna lie. But sadly, I don't.
greats all time, but we have the current NA
I wish I had,
FNCS
you know.
champions with a
I'm
few
like a
early
good
game struggles.
ass.
But at least Taco, they got the reboots back. The
And
only
then I
big question for them is what is it
again my
going
task
to
is
be
like
when Storm
lose
Surge
weight in order to get whatever you want. I
Reason though, he said he's putting in a lot of effort working on that Reason 1v1 map, getting in those creative sessions. Practice is everything, but now you need to put it into reality. And for right now, they don't actually have to enter an exchange with Pablo or Defco and Panzer, but the tides could change very soon.
Yeah, as long as they have enough gold, they already have control over the vending machine towards Sandy Strip. So when it comes to the zone, it's not necessarily going to be a worry for the next two. Vico and Malibuca quick to rotate, though. We know they're landing over towards that Frigid Fortress, the actual main POI, so they're going to get majority of that loot. But instead of staying up there and getting early game surge on players like iDrop, Marius, Minute, Salco, the contested fight, even Noah, Riley, and Reason, they went ahead and rotated towards the south early. And you're seeing a few teams do that compared to online leading up to this. A lot of them will kind of stay in the zone, especially if they had those extra movement abilities.
Vico's got no reason to be nervous, though. He's just got to remember who he is, and it's crazy to think about that they've sort of slid under the radar as a team favorite. I think that there's just so many stars making appearances here at this global level competition, Jacob, that it can be easy to kind of have a handful fall out of that spotlight, but they're starting to build their way back in. Same
I can issue with YouTube, so that's why I didn't upload like yesterday. I can go live. Probably. Oh my beam! I'm on the run. Focus and Thomas HD. He fell off.
We're not going to be working together for now, but I'm going to come back for your reboot card later.
Love the fact that Focus and Thomas, though, have just fully infiltrated what I believe is the leftovers of Sky and Scroll's initial surge base. Comes with no surprise, though, to see Teeny and Shark still caught in the action.
What? They're still hiding.
They really want to try and see if they can get a clear elimination spree against
he making it, bro.
going to be easy because Shark Teeny, they're the ones that are actually underneath
is Shark? No way. No way.
Knows that he needs to be quick on his feet. He's got to try and
no way.
Consistency here. Maybe
come on.
Maybe he can break into the
come on, Shark.
1 versus 2 can always be dangerous.
Yeah, and Shark is somebody when he plays online.
Yo, he's dead. He's dead. They're dead.
He has a little bit more freedom, but they're not able to break through the box. I think Quicks and Higgs know exactly what's going on. They're above that damage threshold. They're just trying to keep them out. Wait for the timing for when Storm Surge actually activates. Because when it does, Taco, every 7 seconds, 25 damage. But why wait for that?
What?
Higgs gets that first elimination.
No way. Shark, you got to win this. If you 2v1 clutches, I'm actually gonna be so impressed. Disengage. Come on. Come on, if you clipped Josh Riley. Oh, oh, oh. No way. No. Shark, no. Come on. They got lucky. Yo. You got lucky. No. You got absolutely lucky. They got so lucky. Yeah, they didn't even do anything, bro. They got lucky.
He drops Teeny down, he gets the knock, and even gets his med kit canceled against Shark, but by then Taco, it's a 2v1. It's lights out.
He got lucky, bro.
You're trying to establish
come on.
Off the rip, and that's sending a very clear message. But for Tyler,
no.
A lot of trouble currently brewing here. Minority and Darko.
Come on, they got lucky. I'm gonna see Clicks versus Peter Boyle again for the 3rd time or more.
they'll be able to claim one elimination in all that mess.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see where the other teams or players are at in terms of that Storm Surge leaderboard, but if you're a team like Minori and Darkos, you're above that damage threshold deep in the zone, and the team is just trying to bulldoze into your box, that is a huge red flag, and they played that one perfectly. As we rotate out of Dark Dominion, you see players rotate through the top, but right here, Benno and Curve, knowing the map perfectly, they go right underneath and they try to take those tunnels.
Tunnels can be dangerous, though. You have to remember, there's usually going to be at least a solo, possibly even a duo trying to camp these out. It's an affair that Swizzy and Pixie are all too familiar with, and I'm sure Benno, he's definitely been strategizing, definitely been trying to factor in every single possibility, but as the zones close in, as some of these teams get more and more desperate, Judia's duo in a spot of trouble here. Night and Gone, they need damage. They're only 28 below. They're trying to see if they can apply some pressure to look like Chap and Flixie, but they're still sitting just underneath that threshold. A singular tag would do it.
No way.
Will they be able to find it? Everybody
That's already endgame.
refusing to budge. Even the other duos that are in
That was
the
fast.
Almost makes you wonder how many players at this edge of the zone, as it continues to pull towards the north, are below or on the line when it comes to that damage threshold. 1 second, you see Night and Gone. They're 1 damage above, but in that split second, they fall below. 25 damage. Flixie, Chap, they're in that same boat. They had an early game fight, and this is the struggles you deal with after, whether you're above or below. There's not a bunch of confidence with single-digit numbers, and that's why Flixie and Chap, they also need loot. This is just one tough situation to get out of.
Come on.
Flixie's gonna get dropped. The onslaught just continues.
Oh. Oh.
He's just on a rampage of his own demise here. He's got Twy coming in.
Victor V. Pull on Peterball. Huyo? Peterball. Wait, what happened to Bio?
Success up until this stage, Jacob.
Come on, don't sell. Really, she like the best in like. Oh no, and they died. GG's. G to the GGGs, bro. Bro, you need to possibly drop kick someone or do something to get it. No. No. But what are they doing? Are they even locked in?
Exactly what Benno and Curve were waiting on. Benno loves to make that approach a little bit after the fact.
No way, bro. Bro, click. Come on. No way, man.
In that backside of zone, and they're still looking to see what else they can get away with. They're gonna pick up that leftover Chug, decent amount of builds to work with too. But Reason O'Reilly,
Jan Ritual.
more of that high ground basing, slight cliff base. Calabuca and Vico also in a rather isolated position. It's all about who's going to expose themselves first, though.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a tough zone for a lot of the teams, especially those that might not have the materials. It's not a drastic elevation change, but you're seeing regarding to go up the side of Frigid Fortress. And you see Gino, Pablo, 50 below. They land some shots, but they're still 8 below that damage threshold. But these guys are experts. They know these.
Yeah, in order to win the 20, just be annoying. I'm being real.
You can find damage all along the way.
Come on, Chop, be right back.
From point A to point B, they're trying to elevate themselves on top. They fall below the damage threshold once more, but Pablo and Chino are doing their best to get high ground.
It's insane, though, just how quickly that surge threshold can turn against you. And Pablo, Chino, they're still sitting at just 75 below, but when they face all the way up towards the high ground, they'll have a better opportunity to try and scope things out. But Flicks hits, they're looking to make the jump, they're looking to go up. They want to see if they could be the ones to take over, and they'll at least force Chino and Pablo back for a moment, but it is just topsy-turvy upside down because Cammy and Adi from across the way just looking to take everybody out, but Flint, he's still got the ball rolling here. Chino has fallen, Pigs credited with the elimination, but Pablo as a solo, what can he do from here?
Yeah, some people would say 7th zone, 8th zone might be up too early to take that high ground, but Clicks and Higgs, that's something that's been their game plan since the NA Central FNCS. Bahari, Cammy, they did all that damage. They disrupted everything, but it's them on top of the castle. They already have 2 elims, and when you look at their loadout, from the slap pizza to the med kit, they have 2 different win conditions.
They've got all sorts of tools at their disposal, but whether or not teams are going to look to challenge here, Clicks and Higgs, they'll opt for frontside low ground. Instead, they know that they have to forfeit the high ground temporarily, but Cammy, Hottie, They got to reestablish. Malabuka and lost Vico along the way, though, and just beneath them, Ritual Agers, they will get a chance to take shots. Malabuka boxing up, but only hard match left, and they are going to be spent at a cost here. Cold and Rapid seemingly pinpointed the solo operation.
Oh, and Malabuka's daring. He tried to go ahead and get aggressive on the Cold and Rapid. Saw that one coming, immediately answered defensively, and now they're peeking over the top. Do we have high ground? Is it worth it to invest? I think it is yes, or at least for now, but you got to be careful. Agers, Ritual, they're in the rings waiting to try to, for a moment like that, to strike onto high ground. Clicks and Higgs, they lost it because of the builds. They had no more. They were forced down below, and look at the spot they're in now.
They just spent so much material when they were challenging Chino and Pablo, not realizing the kind of disaster that Cammy and Hadi were actually causing against them. And Higgs, Flicks, they've now been eliminated from the lobby. Hadi, Cammy, though, can they make this shift in elevation? They're forced to continue dropping, but there's already teams at the bottom of the hill. Pablo is going to be the next to fall.
That's another solo player out, so that's placement points going in. Agers is knocked. Ritual realized that can't be the hero. He's just trying to stay in the zone long enough to try to get the materials, but I don't think he had the chance. Fox is going to get that elimination. Noah Riley trying to do the same thing. The last of the heals, though, as the Chug runs out, but they're still running outside of zone. That elimination onto Ritual that he just got is going to give him the siphon so he can make his way back into the zone with Reed and Cooper.
But Cooper, Reed, they got a little bit of advantage here now. They know that this is only Noah Riley. They're going to take him out, no problem. Cooper with 3. Reed has 2 as well. Rapid and Cold, though, still in full control of the high ground. And with the way that the zone has pulled Jacob over this shifting elevation, it has posed so many issues for these teams down below. Cold and Rapid also continuing to apply so much steady pressure. They've got the flow Ramus grenades if they need them. And Acorn, unfortunately, he's got to do it all his own.
Yeah, and at this stage of the game, top 8, you got 5 players running around as solos. At least half of the placement points have been awarded. So this is the stage of the game where you really become a difference maker. Azarm picks up that elimination on a Minori. Pixie using the last of his heals. He's just trying to scrape together any extra placement. Maybe a free shot to the backside of the box. Hero, he tries to get it, but Pixie gets sent right back to the lobby. He truly might be the hero.
And Hero feeling good after that one. Some eliminations.
Yo, what happened?
Solid start here in game 1, but Reed, Cooper, they want more than that. They want to see if they can win this one outright. Front side, fully in their control. Look at that.
Reed is dead. No way. What?
They hopped in the box and
Well, what happened?
down with ease. We know
Cold's dead.
all around high ground. Yakko, Panzer, they're on below. Hero is still
Oh, Twisted Code is dead. Oh, they're alive. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing for me. No way. No way. If he doesn't disappear aura.
They're trying to keep the win condition intact, but he gets sent flying up. Rapid box.
Oh no. Oh my. Yo, Cold is just different. He's no. Aura. Aura. I got tired. Oh, I need to make it end of this. Oh my
masterclass in the high ground.
days.
Dusseldorf can see you. Cold, how did you know?
That's the nonchalant aura.
To take heights.
I mean, that's all right, but you know, this is what he does. You know, he's the best IGL in the world, and he showed it right there.
So all you needed to do was listen. So Rapid, how did you make that call?
Makla descent height. That might have been the easiest lobby ever.
Do you think that people just were not wanting to challenge on height anymore? Because you had it for like 3 zones, unchallenged.
I mean, yeah, nothing they could do.
Nothing they could do. You make the drop down, you're up against Yapko and Panzer in that 2v2 situation. Who's making the call to go upwards and try and get that shot? Because you were flying, Cold.
It was kind of both of our calls. We needed to kill points, and that's exactly what we did.
You got so many eliminations in that game. So from here onwards, 5 more games to make it out of the upper bracket. You're not going to play it safe, are you?
No, we're not.
I can't wait to see even more eliminations from you guys. Do you own the high ground now? Do you own it?
Of course. I own every kind of ground.
Well, these guys, they found that victory royale a little bit too easy. So let's see if any of the duos can make it tricky after the break.
That's crazy, man. Two minutes left. Chat. I've eaten nothing but cereal. Low disc. Whoa, what? Wait, manage storage. What? Whatever, what? Now let me see my storage real quick, chat. I'm so cooked, am I? $20. I got.
That's crazy. The weather change here in Germany, and suddenly a cold front's coming in. That's right. It happened. I cannot believe this just happened. Game number 1. Cold is about to come out swinging.
Come out swinging, man. A big change in strategy, too.
Hold
With
on,
luck up,
guys.
it's like, what the heck? Cold and Rapid are up
Oh,
on the
no.
high ground. For anybody that doesn't typically watch NA, man, usually you can find these guys mid-ground, low-ground, kind of feeling comfortable down there. But you heard them after
Gotta
the game, they were like,
go.
yeah, man, kind of just
No, OBS,
And
just
he said it was
CapCut.
free too, which is the most interesting part. I mean, if we looked before that, there were so many height retakes. They just took it at that perfect
Yeah, as
moment.
well
And I
as
mean, it was just
just
playing it by the
probably
book after
take
that.
it
But not
forward.
only did they secure a nice clean win, look at the amount of eliminations that Cold is just picking up back to back to back. These AR shots do not miss.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
mean, it's
guys.
going to be all about the refresh.
Hold
You can see them
on.
continually picking up all of those eliminations. And we were kind of jumping around from POV to POV when we were watching Height kind of get crazy